Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be doing Q1 review things, wherein I will talk about how my planners and journals have been used for the entire 3 months of 2025. First things first, I just want to apologize if you're gonna be hearing any ambient sounds because I'm sitting close to the window to take advantage of this nice midday lighting because I really wasn't happy with my desk setup. It's looking really dark and stuff, shadows and all. I wanted to take advantage of this nice cold day to talk about how my planner situation and journal situation has been coming along. So I hope you will join me in this video and let's get right into it. I'm pretty sure you're wondering, and what the hell is this stack? I know if you have had the opportunity or the chance to look at my 2025 planner lineup, this is not the original lineup that I had. Contrary to other people who have been talking about simplifying their system and taking out some of their extra journals and planners in their lineup, I have actually added more. And I think I don't want to encourage anyone watching this video to add stuff to their lineup as well, or to add more things to their 2025 planner or journal system. That is not my intention. And because I wanted to preface that, because I know it could be easy to get persuaded to buy certain things when you are watching planner YouTube. And I just wanted to talk about the situation that I am right now, and I hope that you don't take this as a signal to add stuff to your lives, and that's not my intention. I hope that this is something that you will also enjoy, because this is something that I enjoy watching. I love watching planner YouTube content on planner systems, and especially during the monthly, quarterly, and end of the year reviews. I love watching those videos. So I know I'm rambling too much, but yeah, this is the stack that I have. It's 7 books, and I'm gonna talk about these things one by one, hopefully in a not so long of a video. I hope you will bear with me as I walk you through everything. So I'm gonna take out first some of the stuff that I've added, and to let you know the current situation of the lineup that I originally talked about at the beginning of the year. So these are the 4 books that I started the year with, and it has been still going really well. So this is my creativity journal. This is an R Studio research journal. As I mentioned, this is my creativity space, and this is my journal, my journal. So this is my regular everyday daily journal where I dump my feelings, I dump my thoughts. This is actually the second journal that I have. The first one that I had talked about in my planner lineup video was a continuation of the notebook that I've been using since August of 2024, and I've finished it sometime at the beginning of March. So this is the second book that I have. And I have my Hobonichi Weeks health journal, and of course I have my OWL paper planner journal in the B6 as my main planner. So let's talk about these things first. So this is my main planner, OWL paper, and as my main planner, meaning my work and personal life is here. It has been going very well, to say the least. And I think my only problem, this is not a dig on the planner, it's my system. It's because I only have a couple more pages left to last me until June. This is like an AVIC system wherein the book is split into 2. So this is January to June, and the second book is July to December. So I have this much left notes pages to last me until June. It's because I have been doing 1 page a day, and sometimes not even 1 page, because I do like my weekly Alistair method, and I also do a weekly reflection. So it's not entirely 1 page a day. So yeah, I only have this thin clump of paper to last me until the middle of the year. I hope it does, but if not, then I might be using a companion notebook. And I just wanted to let you guys know that Marissa Porter, the creator of Owl Paper, is launching a Kickstarter campaign of sorts wherein she is gathering pre-orders for a B6 Slim companion notebook that slides easily here in the cover. So it's not gonna be a full B6 size, but a smidge narrower than B6 that can be easily tucked in the cover of your B6 planner. That B6 Slim companion notebook is actually gonna come in handy if and when I run out of pages in the notes section here. So if you are interested to pre-order that B6 Slim companion notebook, please go to Marissa's Owl Paper Planner Journal website. I will link the website in the description box. That notebook, I forgot to mention, uses Cosmo Airlight paper. And the cover is gonna be like this, similar to this PU leather, but it's gonna be in the peach color called Lizzie's Dawn. And I forgot the number of pages. I will put up that information in the screen, like how many pages is that companion notebook gonna be. But it is Cosmo Airlight. And Marissa's been really generous in sharing samples of that paper, how it performs with different mediums of writing tools like fountain pens, gel pens, even watercolor. So if you're interested to pre-order, you can go to the website to pre-order said notebook. And if you are still interested, the second half of the year and the first half of the year of this planner is also still up on her website. So please do check out if you are interested. No way affiliated with Marissa. I just wanted to put out that word for her because this thing is like really my best friend, my close companion. This planner journal is really just everything that I need in a main planner. So having said that, this is the situation of my quarter one. So the monthly and the weeklies are until June. But the entire pages that I've used up is basically this one. More than half of the book itself, which I really love. So if you have seen my planner lineup and also like a couple of videos that I've had talking about this planner journal, I really like the quality of the paper. I love my setup. I have been really into this situation wherein I use my bullet journal, or I keep on practicing my bullet journal system, the OG bullet journal style, wherein the index is here. My monthlies are like one line a day or story of the day. I use the blank spread in between monthlies to synthesize how the previous month has gone and my plans for the upcoming month. So it has been going so well. I'm really very consistent with it. And with my weeklies, I keep on doing basically my daily horoscope, my daily tarot card pulls, and some small habit tracking here, which I also combine in my health journal. I also talk about my earworm songs, or like the songs that play in my head the moment I wake up. And I also have reflections about my horoscope and my tarot practice. And I have some collections here out front: reading log, media tracker, wish list, when did I last, someday maybe, which as you can see, there's not much. I have some content ideas for my channel and my podcast that I will be updating pretty soon. A blog tracker, this is for work and asset projects that I do for work, and some side projects as well. And this is my daily pages. In the notes section, as I mentioned, I use a page a day using a dashboard method introduced by writer Carol as well. So yeah, I have this really good working system that I have been trying to hone for the past year or so since I started actively bullet journaling, and it has worked really well. So here's how it looks like, quick flip through. I also use my fountain pens here, changing up inks every now and then, using up all of the fountain pens that I've recently inked. And that's how this main planner has been going so far. And it has been a no-brainer thing because my layout, my system is all set. I just go here every day, set up my day, which takes less than a minute to set up this particular spread. As you can see, not much decoration, but sometimes when I feel like it, I will pop a sticker here and there, but that doesn't happen very often. So that is my main planner. Moving on with my health planner. This is the Hobonichi Weeks Through the Purple Night. 2 of my most recent videos are about this planner, so if you've had the time, or if you do have the time, please do check them out. I will link those videos in the cards. So my health journal and my main planner are the 2 books that I constantly reach for on a daily basis, which is really great. My trackers are updated except for March, which is quite easy to backfill because I keep a log of everything here, and then I just color code my step count here. I don't want to go through too much detail of this journal because I have talked about it so many times in at least the last 2 videos, but just a very quick flip. It has been going really well. I'm still very consistent with this one, and I like keeping track of my health, some symptoms and stuff like that. My food log and also my trackers here at the back are going well. So far, I'm going strong with this Hobonichi Weeks, and I'm looking forward to finishing strong by the end of the year. Next in the stack is this journal that, as I mentioned, this is my second journal. So I started this in March 9, and I have been daily journaling since then. I like to do this because this space gives me the opportunity to do some deco, to use up the inks in my pens that I have currently inked, and also, really just dump out all of my feelings and thoughts on paper. This has been really therapeutic for me, just seeing all of my handwriting and all of the emotions and thoughts that I have here. So this is how it's been going. I'm hoping to finish everything, hoping to finish this notebook again. Maybe I will have like about 3 notebooks for the entire year. Let's hope so, because I really like going to this notebook by the end of my day and just dumping all of my thoughts out here. It's highly therapeutic because sometimes therapy can be really very expensive. It's not to say that I don't go to my therapist, but whenever things are a bit too overwhelming that journaling cannot help me with, then of course I will go to my therapist. But for the meantime, this has really been a very helpful companion for me to kind of like process my thoughts and just be myself here without fear of judgment, basically. So this is the journal that I have been using so far. We have my creative journal. When I talked about this planner, I mentioned that I'm not going to be treating this as a planner, so the dates are going to be ignored. I will go to this space whenever I feel like it without pressure, and that has been really helpful for me, mainly because I don't want to be stressed thinking about being here on a daily basis simply because this is a dated planner, and that freedom has helped with the stress and anxiety of having so many planners. So if you are a person struggling with multiple books because you were really very enthusiastic at the beginning of the year, and that's not judgment. I mean, I was really very excited at the beginning of the year, but I really tried to think about my processes and my life and the previous year that has happened, and think about how am I going to use my planners this year, knowing that there are gonna be things that will get me out of the loop or break my habits or throw me off. And this is the best solution that I have for myself. This may or may not work for you. That is to ignore the daily pages or to ignore the fact that this is a daily planner. And if you are that kind of person who is struggling with having so many dated planners, this might be a good solution for you to just ignore it. And if you're using a planner for a specific thing, like a gratitude journal, you don't have to think about it as like a daily thing that you need to go into, because of course we want to chronicle our daily gratitudes, right? That's not a problem. But for me, yes, for example, my monthly section is a daily gratitude. But if I flip over to March, I have not filled up all of these 3 weeks yet. But that's not a problem for me because I have my main planner. And see here in the daily pages, I have a dashboard wherein I have a line for gratitude. So it's really just a matter of copying what I have put here and putting it here in my monthly gratitude for this creative journal. I'm gonna be filling that up here because by experience, if I prolong this any further, I'm not gonna be going back to fill it up. So I just want to make sure that I also keep tabs on my self-commitments to this, because I committed myself to be creative in this planner or journal rather, so I'm gonna be sticking to that. But like what I said, I'm gonna be here whenever creativity strikes, and when things get busy, naturally things are not gonna be on time. That's totally fine. Here I have showed this previously, like how I've been using the weeklies as like my creative dump, using up all of my journaling supplies to decorate. And because I don't do much decoration in my main planner, this is the space to play around. So that's how I've been using this space so far. So using all of my washi tapes, my pet tapes and stuff. So this one I just dump a lot of stickers, and then I will go back to fill in some of the text that I want to put here. I love decorating for no rhyme or reason. But as you can see, my March weeklies aren't fully filled up yet, and that's fine. I keep no pressure for myself because this is such a beautiful planner and I want to keep it that way. So there you go, my creative journal. Let's go to these 3 books that were not in my original lineup, but I am also on and off in these books. Let's just start first with this notebook. This is a Midori planner. This is actually, is this a 2019? Yes, it's a 2019 planner from Midori. I got this in my local stationery store for free because I purchased a certain amount, and they're giving away old planners, old dated planners for people to use. And I love Midori. Their paper is superb. I've never seen this size before. It's not even Traveler's Notebook. I don't know what size this is, but it's so, look at that. It's so small, not even A6 size. This is a Take a Note A6, and it's not even A6. I feel so curious about this, so this is the one that I picked up. And this dated planner, 2019 planner, I use as just a regular notebook, and I decorated it with some stickers from my favorite anime, Kaiju number 8. Please shout out if you guys are fans of this anime. I just love this show. But basically, I use this as my language notebook. I'm studying Italian this year, so I just use the weekly section for my notes in my lessons. The monthlies, I still haven't figured out what to use this for. I'll think about it. But basically, I just use this as a regular notebook, and I don't stress about this, And the fact that I'm using an old dated planner as a regular notebook is so freeing. When you detach yourself from the pressure of being in a dated planner, it's just so freeing, you guys. I suggest that you try it, because that opens you up to more possibilities of using your old stash or your old stuff that you have lying around, old notebooks or old dated planners that you haven't fully used up. Sorry about that. It's the ambulance. But anyway, yeah, so if you have old planners, dated planners, you can use that as a regular notebook. No stress, no big deal. So yeah, I use this for my lessons because I have a weekly class in Italian, and this is where I dump all of my notes during lessons. So I love it. I love that it's compact and portable, and the paper is Midori. Although I don't use fountain pens here, I use ballpoint pen. Not even gel pens. Yeah, but this is a gel pen. Yeah, so I love this. I love it so much. And I keep it closed with this Midori elastic. And I just slide it here and attach to keep this closed. And I just covered it with plastic because this one did not come with the cover anymore. So yeah, this is how I keep it closed. And then let's go to this little cutie. This is an A6 take a note. I did not talk about this in my planner lineup video because I wasn't really confident about it, showing this to other people, but I figured I'd talk about this thing because this is kind of like my ink playing space. Not even an ink journal, because I have an ink swatch journal wherein I catalog all of the inks that I have so far. And this is the notebook that I use to just play around with the pens that I've inked up. And like the Ours research journal, I don't care for the dates here. I don't use this as a planner. I use it as a notebook. And because it's a 68 GSM Tomoe River paper, that's how I've been using it. And I just decorated the front cover here. I don't use this Gantt chart here. In the yearly overviews, I keep a log of the inks that I've used. So look here, I'm not even done with January. But again, as I mentioned, I don't use this as a planner. I use this as an index. So these are the inks that I've been using so far, and that's really okay with me. So just look at how many more columns there are. I feel like I'm going to be using this notebook. Yeah, I refer it to as a notebook, not even a planner. I feel like I'm gonna be using this planner for 3 years because I don't want to like buy so much. I feel like I have so much ink, but then, you know, I don't want to buy so much already because I don't have storage. So this is where I keep a log of everything. In the monthly section, this is also what I do to like swatch with the pen. So my ink swatching journal is different from this one. This is just a play space for everything. And in the weekly, this is where I just, you know, write stuff and play around with the ink in the pen. So yeah, I also use this to practice handwriting, I guess, and also to write Italian phrases and sentences. I just copy them online from some text online. So I just want to familiarize myself with the words. So this is how I've been using it, and I really liked it. So no stress, no fuss, no worries, and I like to keep it that way. I have a currently ink section. I really love this part because it is just no stress. And the fact that I can just, you know, every time I inked a new pen, I will go to this notebook and write stuff just to test out the performance of the ink on the pen and on this paper. So far, it's been holding up okay, given the fact that there are some issues with Sanzen Tomoe River. I could say that there are some pages that have like a little bit of almost bleed through, but not quite. This is a Colorverse Dokdo ink in a Hongdian N11, and here it's almost bleeding through, but not quite. So that's how I've been using this. I'm gonna be keeping it until I finish this planner / notebook. Last, we come to this notebook. This is an Odyssey notebook that I got in Singapore. This is from my sister basically, and I use this as my tarot journal. I am self-studying tarot this year. I have actually other notebooks, but I really want to try this. I'm not sure if this is Sanzen. I'm not sure if this is Tomoe River. I forgot to check the details, but this is an Odyssey. No, this is not Odyssey. This is Taroko notebook. Let me just take out the cover. Yeah, Odyssey notebook by Taroko Design. So this is quite a popular notebook for fountain pen users. I know Mountain of Ink uses this. That's the reason why I got this notebook. But yeah, I use this as my tarot journal. I just decorate it with some stickers, and I use it as a commonplace / journal. I can't say it's completely commonplacing, but there are some sections that I do commonplace, and this is where I log my daily card pulls and logging my own impressions, interpretations, and also the actual meaning of the cards. I really love that. So I put in an intentions page, very bullet journal-esque, and I also keep a key here for common placing. You've seen my index, and this is how I've been studying so far. So when I read tarot books, as much as possible, I try to log in some interesting insights from the book as commonplace. This is where I do my daily card pulls. I also decorated a little bit with some mystic, interesting kinds of designs for stickers and stuff like that. And I'm very lucky that I'm here in Taiwan and there's a particular creator who does kind of these similar designs, like occult mysticism kinds of things. The name of the creator is Kyoko Studio. I love her designs, very appropriate for my tarot journal. So this is all from her designs. I love it. I love the gold foiling in this PT tape, and this is washi from her as well. So I have been using this on a daily basis as well. Can you believe I'm like using a lot of notebooks on a daily basis? I did not expect that because I just like to study tarot and I find the practice really interesting. That's the reason why I'm motivated to use this on a daily basis. So just want to do a quick flip through how I've been decorating it, how I've been logging all of my card pulls and also my own spreads that I copy from the books and write all of my interpretations in this book. So yeah, this has been really helpful for me in the study of tarot. And this notebook, the paper here is really great for fountain pens. That's why you see all of my fountain pen inks here. And it's also a great way to use up my inks and use my pens. So I love the fact that I can use all of my fountain pens and use my inks in all of my planners and journals. So that's just a quick flip. I have been really very diligent in keeping this journal up to date. Yeah, so that's how this is being used. I'm really happy. Whenever I look back, I just love flipping because of the design. It's very pleasing to the eye, and also my handwriting is like getting there. I like using this notebook to just also practice some of my handwriting drills and stuff like that. Nothing very fancy when it comes to lettering. This is just very simple, but the fact that this is it's really nice to look at. So I've pre-decorated certain pages so that I can come here, stick in a calendar sticker here and just write. And that's how I've been using my tarot journal. All right, that's pretty much everything for talking about my entire planner stack for Q1. Planner and journal stack for Q1, basically. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that there has been something of interest when I talked about all of these planners and notebooks and journals throughout this video. If you are so keen to hit the like and subscribe button and also share your thoughts in the comment sections, I would really appreciate the gesture. And for those of you who are subscribers, thank you so much for being part of this small community that I've created. I really appreciate each and every one of you for being with me, for taking the time to watch this video. And yeah, like always, please feel free to write your comments, write your thoughts. If you have any comments about this particular stack, or if you have any thoughts to your own system, please feel free to share. I love receiving comments and I do my best to answer each and every one of those. So yeah, thank you very much again for your time. As always, please do like and subscribe if you love the content or you like the content of this channel, and I will see you in the next video.